Hey guys, Dave here. Welcome to Computer Hobbyists. In Monogame, it's not really obvious how to create a line, so there's two ways you can do it. The first way, which is what most people do, is they just create a graphic of a line and use it as a sprite and use sprite batch to put it on the screen and rotate it whatever way they want. Another way is to draw a line using essentially a rectangle to draw it, so it's basically a rectangle that's really thin. That's what we're going to do here. So to get started, we'll create a texture 2D, and then we're going to create an angle because it uses angles, and the angles used in this are in radians, but if you don't like radians, you can use degrees. Down here I have a little method, convert the radians from degrees, that you can use if you don't like radians. So now we got to initialize the line. Line equals new texture 2D graphics dot graphics device comma 1 comma 1 comma false, and surface format dot color. And now we gotta make it a white line, so line dot set data new color dot white. And we're going to create initialize the angle here. So we'll do angle of line equals, let's see, float 2 times math.pi. If math.pi is not working for you, make sure you include system up here using system. All right, load content. No, we're not doing anything there. And now we'll go to update. Update, we're not going to update the angle of the line yet. We're just going to keep it at 2 pi. So now for the big line, starts with sprite. Oops, it'd be nice if I spelled it correctly. Sprite batch dot begin. All right, it does not like that. Because I capitalized it, shouldn't be capitalized. All right, sprite batch dot begin. Now we do the big long line. Sprite batch dot draw, and here's our texture, the line, and then new rectangle. What this is doing is centering it on the screen. That's why it's got all this graphics stuff. Graphics dot graphics device. Oops. That viewport dot width divided by 2, and then graphics dot graphics device dot viewport dot height divided by 2. And then comma 200, that's the length of the line, and 1. Now I'll do null color dot white, and the angle of the line, and a new, we're not actually doing anything with this vector 2, but it's required in this for this method. So new vector 2, just put in 0 0. Sprite effects dot none and 0. So that's a long line, huh? Just to draw a line. All right, let's do sprite batch dot end. Get rid of that blank space there. See if it runs. All right, there we have a line. As you can see, it defaults to 2 pi, which is the same thing as 0 degrees horizontally like this. So if you want it to stand up, you're going to have to adjust the angle and stuff. But just remember, this is the starting angle here. So let's do something interesting with this. Let's go to the update, and let's make it rotate or something. So do angle of line plus equals 0.1 float. See what that does to it. See, now it's rotating. That's kind of cool. Could make like a little clock or something if you wanted to. Like if you wanted to have like a grandfather clock in one of the rooms on your video game. But let me just go over this line here. Just so it's clear, it takes the texture, which is the line, and then it creates a rectangle which is centered in the screen that's 200 pixels long. And the color is white, but having just color is white here without the stuff above where it says line.setData new color white won't work, so you have to have both. And then here's your angle line, and the vector 2. The vector 2 is actually just needed by the method. A vector 2 is just an XY coordinate in Monogame. I don't know why they called it vector 2, because in physics vector has magnitude and direction. This is just a pixel coordinate, so don't know why they named it that. But anyhow, but here's sprite effects.none. We're not using any sprite effects, and that's basically all that's to it. So if you want to write like a method to create polygons or something, well, you're going to need to draw a line first. So hopefully this helps you get started. Thanks for watching and have a good evening.